However, she kept giving me Speedy Williams vibes, bro. And Jodie was all over the place. I think Jodie was the,
woman of the match for sure.
Sports fans, welcome back to another episode. I'm your host Joe Mar.
I am Rush.
And this is This or That Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best, most interesting and riveting sports topics, discussions and debates on the whole internet.
Yes people, so as you know, the Women's World Cup qualifiers are off and Jamaica played their first match against Bermuda on Thursday. We beat them 4-0 and today we'll just be doing a game review, player ratings and just talking about the team overall. So let's get right into it. First of all, the match. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Alright, so essentially what we saw yesterday was, Bermuda ranked below 100 in FIFA, so we weren't expecting huge opposition, we weren't expecting to be overwhelmed in any facet. However, I think we could have made a better showing of ourselves. But that can be chalked down to a few reasons. Unfamiliarity, there are a lot of new players in this squad, a few debutants, a few people would have been playing in the National Stadium for the first time. So those are all reasons why our football might not have looked as efficient as we would have wanted it to look. However, at the end of the day, 3 points, 4 goals, we saw some sparks of brilliance from a few players, and we do know, we heard from a few other players as well where they think they can improve, and I tend to agree with them. So all in all, not a bad game. We got 3 points, we got 4 goals, but a lot to work on for the campaign.
Yeah, I'm not mad. To the naked eye, just looking at this game, a lot of people think it's a good result. And I see the narrative on social media saying that, the girls are way better than the boys. But in truth and in fact, if the men played Bermuda, men's team would give them more than 4. You get me? I say so.
For sure.
Let's not get too excited about the match. I am pleased. I'm not upset. I'm not mad at the game. Most of the performance, I wanted to see a little bit more. But I think the girls, they're off to a good start, a decent start. Let's not say good. They're off to a decent start. It was an average game for me. Bermuda was not going to pose a challenge. They took 1 shot. And we knew that coming into the game, Bermuda would not pose a challenge. Yeah. So I wanted to see more goals. But yeah, I'm alright. Let's give the viewers the match stats real quick. Because I know that a lot of people would not have seen this.
Yeah.
Alright, so we dominated the position, 53% possession. We scored 4 goals. We had 10 shots to their 1. 4 shots on target, they had none. We committed 11 fouls to their 10, 3 offsides to none from them. So that really showed dominance in the game. They only had 1 shot, no shot on target.
Yeah, and
outclass. It was a mismatch.
Even further, our goalkeeper, she
baller,
she barely touched the ball with her hands. She just demonstrated how good at foot she was, or at feet, I should say. A good showing by our goalkeeper. I think it's her first time playing the stadium, As you can see, she's wearing the 13 shirt because Schneider would have been our original number 1 and would have already locked up that number 1 shirt. But I think going forward, Spencer is the girl to go to. A Tottenham Hotspur player, outstanding pro. But we'll speak more.
I saw them in person and Schneider is way taller than Spencer.
For sure.
But Spencer just looks a bit better. You can see her reactions are better.
Well, to be honest, I don't think we saw...
While warming up.
Oh, while warming up.
Yeah, I saw them and, the shots being taken after them. And you guys can see that in the vlog. Yeah. Since we're talking about players, let's do the player ratings. Alright, so let's go through the squad. So Rebecca Spencer in goal. The Swaby sisters, Chantal and Alison as the 2 centre-backs. Sashana Campbell as the left-back. Dominique Bonflaza as the right-back.
And Chinelu with a 4-3-3.
Yeah. So in the midfield, we had Kayla Mccoy at the base of that.
Yeah.
Then we had Chinelu Asher to one side and I'd say Chinelu Asher played number 8.
Yeah, and Carter was the 10.
And Trudy Carter was the number 10. We had Shade Damaleka, I think I can get it. Yeah. We had Shade on the right, Jodie Brown on the left and Khadija Shard through the middle. What do you think about the overall team play, and let's give them some ratings.
Alright, well, as I said, we weren't very coherent. Like, we have a lot to work on. I think we need to be passing the ball with more intensity. Like, for example, watching the Mexico...
I disagree with that, you know?
Watching the Mexico game, and we'll make a video speaking about other teams shortly, but watching the Mexico game and the Costa Rica game, I saw quick, rapid passes. And this is a problem I have with the men too. We need to pass the ball harder, we need to get the ball from player to player quickly, yeah, and be more efficient with the movement of the ball and let the ball work.
I would agree with you. I tend to agree with you in other instances, but in this game, it was not the game for passing at all. We had faster, bigger, stronger girls to the
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we should have passed the ball more. I'm saying the intensity of passing. When we're passing the ball to each other, we're passing the ball too slow. Players have to go forward to meet the ball, and as such, it breaks down our attack. It makes us slower. So instead of, for example, Chantal passing the ball to Asha, giving her a nice firm pass so she could turn, Asha had to be running towards Chantal to intercept the pass in a sense because the balls aren't being passed hard enough. Yeah. That's something that we need to work on. I'm watching the Mexico team here, boom, 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 boom. The ball is reaching where it needs to go as fast as it needs to get to.
Before we go into the ratings, something that I thought the Jamaican technical staff did poorly on. And I don't even know if I want to be too harsh on them because scouting the team, I guess they couldn't have done that very well. But the game plan was awful. We were trying to play football on the ground with a smaller team, a slower team, and we were just way better than them. We could just get the ball over the top. And the few times we did it, the few times we played through ball, we skip our midfield and we go from back to front. This was the game for it.
And I'll go as far as to say...
And we didn't do it.
And I'll go as far as to say, technically, this team, even now and going forward, I don't think it's a team that should be making 30 passes in a game. I do think we have Jody Brown and we have Amalekan and Khadija Shah, who is physically dominant. You know, we have skilled players like Asha and Trudy Carter to the midfield.
Just get the ball up there. Get the ball up there. Yeah, she was whipping in some good passes.
Like, I think that's how we need to play. More direct, more dominant, and, you know, run at people as Alison said in her interview. We need to be running at teams.
Alright, so let's give them some ratings. Rebecca Spencer.
Alright, completely solid, did not make a mistake and was very competent at foot. I saw one time where she, did a step over and the Bermudan girl was pressuring her. Pressuring who? One step over and I was like, okay. So it has to be at least an 8. You know, we didn't see her much as a goal.
Not much to do,
handling, but she did what she needed to do when called up. So I'd give her an 8.
Yeah, I'd agree with that 8. Clean sheet. Playing the ball well, starting the attacks quickly, getting the ball out. Good at feet. 8. Chantal Swaby.
Chantal Swaby, number 4. Alright, so I do think that, solid defender, tall, I like her presence around back. However, I think that she made a few mistakes as it relates to passing the ball. I think at times she wasn't as certain and as sure on the ball. So, as I said, clean sheet, not too critical at any of these girls. They gave us a good performance. We won by 4. They should not concede, and she's a defender. So I'd have to give her a 7.
Alright, I give her 7. One thing I'm thinking about is we have to grade them in terms of the difficulty of the test. Right? So obviously, if we played America and we gave America 4-0,
everybody would be getting 10s,
right?
Yeah.
But we can't be giving. Some people would say, alright, clean sheet, 4 goals. Why you not get all the girls 9 and 10s? We can't because it was Bermuda.
Yeah.
You understand? So just keep that in mind. Chantal Swaby, I'll say 6 because I think the sister was better. And I'm going to give Alison Swaby the 7.
Right.
And I can't give the two of them the same score because she was clearly better than.
You're giving Alison the 7.
Yeah, and giving Chantal it. Because as I'm saying, she was better than Chantal. Chantal made a few mistakes. Yeah. They were both above average, and 5 is the average.
I would go ahead and give Chantal the 17. I'd go ahead and give her an 8. I think
but that's Alison.
Alison, yeah. Chantal 7. I'd go ahead and give Alison an 8. I think that Alison was, dominating. She was strong. She shook off the Bermudan attackers easily. And at the end of the game, bro, she was making darting runs. I was like,
that's what I'm saying. She was better.
Or is that Sergio Ramos? Did the goal that Khadija's first goal, I think, where Kiki would have gotten saved and Khadija rifled it into the top of the net. It was from pass. A Chantal run. From an Alison.
They're sisters, guys. Yeah, we're going to mix it up.
Yeah, it was from an Alison Swaby run from the middle of the field, diagonally in front of the left back, beating the opposition's right back, cutting in and pulling it back to Kiki.
She was pushing up.
An amazing run. That's why I was, and even she had a few long passes over the top as well. That was very accurate.
The first goal that we scored, it was from an Alison pass over the top. Khadija Shah took it down, whipped it across. So she was playing.
That's why she had to get that.
Fair.
Yeah.
Let's go to the midfield.
What about
Kayla
wing backs?
How didn't do the wing backs? So the left back. Let's start with Sashana Campbell.
Alright, Sashana Campbell, I have to be a bit critical of her. I think, solid going back, and I love the speed that she displayed. So when girls were running at our goal, she just easily tracked them back and got them out.
She was good at recovery, for sure.
Yeah, however, I think going forward, she lost the ball a lot. Her ball retention wasn't very good. I saw a few times where she attempted to cut back and would have lost possessions. I saw a few wayward passes, and at foot I just wasn't as confident with her. So I'd have to go ahead and give her a 6 for her performance. I think a very average performance from her left back.
See, I think I'm being harsh because I would have given her a 5. Again, I have to grade them a bit down because it's Bermuda, and you gave I'd say an average performance against Bermuda. I can't give you a 6. I'll give her a 5 just because. And the other wing back. Let's put her in it. Dominic Banflaza, she was the better of the wing back pair, whipping in some good crosses.
I would give her a 7.
Give her a 7.
So I'd give Banflaza a 7 and I'd give Campbell.
I agree with the 7, but I give Campbell a 5 because I think she can improve. Going forward, she offered nothing. I can't remember she put in 1 square in the box,
and she just kept losing the ball.
Right, so average performance from her. I'm not going to grade her too high because at the end of the day, it's still a clean sheet. Right?
That's the only reason why she got a 6 from me. Because
I'm going to give her the 6.
There are a few times when I saw her tracking back and
she defended well.
Yeah, so
she defended well. Yeah, I'm going to give her a 6 though.
The midfield.
Midfield now, at the base of the midfield, Kayla Mccoy, number 8.
All right. So Kayla Mccoy, as I said, sure player, right? Somebody that I'm impressed with, in terms of her ability to track back, her ability to cover. However, she kept giving me Speedy Williams vibes, bro. She kept on going back to her centre backs unnecessarily, especially against a Bermudan team that we should be attacking and dominating. You know what I'm trying to say? We should be outright dominating this team. So we shouldn't be looking to go back ever at all. She should always be looking to turn and go forward. And we saw when Vian came on, where Vian was not looking to go back any at all. Vian was looking to turn, go forward, make things happen, get the ball wide, get the ball to Bonisha. So I have to give her a 6.5 because I did not like how aggressive she was going forward. So.
I'm going to give her a 6. A little bit above average, not quite average, but because she was playing it safe all the time. Not too safe. Not a lot of forward passes, but her job was to keep it short, keep it safe. I think the coaching staff could have given her a little bit more confidence, told her to play the ball forward some more. She wasn't doing a lot of that. But solid performance. At the end of the day, she didn't make many mistakes.
That's the thing. She did not lose the ball. She didn't make wayward passes. That's why I give her the 6.5. But I want to see more. Like Vian came on, and
that's more of what we wanted to see.
Yeah.
But we soon get to the subs. Shinalu Asha, my favorite player, the number 7. Let's talk about it. I'm going to give her a solid 7. I like what I saw from her. She was keep forward passes. Talk about forward passes. She was making those forward passes into foot Khadija Shaw, into Trudy Carter. So I like what I saw from her. I give her a 7, like her shirt number.
So I give her a 7 as well. Very aggressive, you can see the intent, wanting to go forward, wanting to make things happen. So I gave Asha a 7 as well.
Alright. Trudy Carter, number 10. Number 18, but playing the number 10.
Playing number 10. Alright, Trudy Carter, I know what she has to offer. And it's way more than what
she Trudy Carter a baller. It wasn't her best game.
Yeah, and it's
at all.
I know what Trudy Carter has to offer, and it was way more than she offered on that game. I'm expecting better from Trudy Carter. She did score a goal, and she did get herself into good position.
Hey, you see the first shot out take? But she cleared the crossbar. Me I say, my God, I was on the sideline. People, the loyal watchers will know her spot. Me I say, hey, kick it. Me say, she kick it. Me I say, good woman.
Because of the goal, I give her a 7. Because she scored a goal, and you have to reward goal scoring at the end of the day. But not overly impressed with Trudy Carter's game, but I do believe that she will come and give us a stronger performance against Grenada. What would you rate her?
Trudy, I'll give her a 7 because she scored. Okay. But I'm going to add the 7. I'm going to add 2 more points because she scored. So an average performance by her standard, but she scored. So give her the 7.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go to the wingers.
Firecracker Jody Brown.
Number 10.
All right. Once again, a young player, very promising. Oh my God, she's the future of Jamaican football.
Jody Brown, bro.
Yeah.
She was good.
She in the first.
She's quick.
In the first 60 minutes, she was the only Jamaican player to really seem like she wanted to make things happen.
She hold the girl in on the line and
she's the only one that was, a firecracker. She was going forward. She was pressing. Yeah, she lost position sometimes, but
that's a winger. Yeah, winger supposed to lose the ball the most.
She was going forward. She was making moves. She was trying to get into the box. She was getting fouled. She was all over the place. A good game by Jody Brown, and she scored a goal. So it has to be an 8.5 for me.
I'll give Jody an 8. Very, very good performance. She's up there for
In fact, I think
woman of the match.
Yeah, I think I would give her the woman of the match. Sorry.
Yeah.
Jodie Brown is my woman of the match.
For sure.
On
On the next wing we had Shade.
Amalekan.
Yeah,
I was watching this game from home. The commentator, she was calling the sister Swabby. It was bothering me, and she was not calling Shade's name right.
Yeah.
Get it right, commentator.
I had to ask a question, guys. Go watch that interview. She pronounced the name, so for all the persons that don't know how to pronounce the name, go check it out. She was good. I like what I saw from her.
Yeah,
solid
sure.
7. Whipping in some good. In the first half, she was not beating the first man on the crosses, but I saw the next player we're going to talk about, the captain Khadija Shaw.
Yeah.
I saw her. She went to her and she said, "Yo, just beat the first man." That's all she said to her. Then the next cross. Whip, good cross. I said, all right, good from the captain. A solid 7 from Shade.
Yeah, as I said, I tend to agree. I thought she was aggressive, and I love aggression, especially in this first round of competition. We're going to need that from the Jamaican players. Playing against Grenada, playing against Denmark, we're going to need aggression. And I like what she had to offer. I liked her aggression. I'm going to give her a 7. Nothing overly great, but
a solid game.
Something I think we definitely can look forward to.
All right, and the captain bagged 2 goals. Khadija Shaw. 2 goals, so I'd give her an 8.
Yeah. Right, 0.5 behind Jodie. I think Khadija Shaw did not have her greatest game. She should have easily bagged 5 goals today.
For sure.
Based on her ability, based on the talent that we know, she has been one of the best players in CONCACAF outside of USA and Canada, of course. And I think even within
she's up there. She's up there. She'd make America team. She's
one of the best players in CONCACAF. I really, really needed her to give a better display of herself in this game. She was being played aggressively though. I can say that. They really targeted her. They really made her feel their presence. She was denied a penalty shot, which I know she would have stepped up and converted. There's a time when she got the ball in front of the goal and she slipped because of the turf. There's a time when she hit the bar. So there's a lot of chances. There's a time when she got the ball right in front of the goal and flipped it. So she should have had 5 today. Easily. Khadija Shaw should have been more dominant, and she didn't really start to come alive until closer to the end of the game. And you saw it result in her.
That might be a controversial take, because some people would say it's a striker. She's on the field to score goals. She scored 2. I'd agree with her with the 8. And being at the game, I saw something that a lot of people wouldn't have seen. She was very frustrated in the second half. You can see her turn her hands in the air, being mad at herself, not the players. She was very, very frustrated that she didn't get on the score sheet quite as yet. And as she scored, it was more like she didn't even celebrate. It was more like, Then she scored the second one. She was so mad, she just started walking back to the half line. Right, so she knows that she didn't play her best game.
I don't think it should be a controversial take, because she scored 2, Jodie scored 1. I think Jodie got an assist, I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Jodie did get an assist. And Jodie was all over the place. I think Jodie was the,
woman of the match for sure.
And I have no qualms in saying that, no regrets. Yeah. So that's how I feel about the situation. That's the player ratings. You want to talk about the subs?
We're not going to do all of the subs because a lot of them we're not on the field to impact the game as much, but some that we really like. Vian Sampson, she was really good.
Yeah,
she picked up the central midfield.
I loved what she came on and offered. I really loved what she came on and offered. She came on and she held fast in the middle of the pitch. Go watch her interview with Vian. Held fast in the middle of the pitch. She went forward. She made good passes. And we saw another one that I like to mention, Kiki. She started off shaky, but she started to come into her own closer to the end of the game.
I think she's quick. Like this. She's like, them people that don't look quick, but then she gets away from you. So I think she's a good player. Well, and she's in college.
Yeah, Notre Dame star forward. So she definitely has something to offer. Former USMNT youth player. So she's definitely quality, definitely something that's going to bring to the program. Just 20 years old. Just 20 years old.
Yeah, guys, we'll be covering more of our women's football. I'm excited. Not a lot to talk about in terms of the men right now, but the women keeping the ball rolling. So let's tell us in the comment section, guys. What do you want us to talk about? Tell us your opinion on the match. Give us your ratings. What do you rate the girls? And that's it.
And coming up, guys, we'll be talking about other women's team in CONCACAF, because I watched every single one of these games, guys. I got an eye on all of the big teams, and surprisingly to me, some good football was played in CONCACAF this window. So we'll be talking about that coming soon, and we'll be having more coverage because Jamaica will play again on Sunday, guys. So just stay tuned.
Alright. Yes, guys. One thing though, don't forget, like the video. And if you're not subscribed as yet, please subscribe to the channel. And the last thing I want to know for you.
If each one of you guys can get us 5 subscribers, so that means share the video to more than 5 people, but make sure it's at least 5 people subscribe. You know how many subscribers that would get us, guys, by the end of the day? So just do the thing now.
Yeah.
But with that said,
so that's Sports TV.
and we're out.